Happy Thursday, boys and girls. Today we are going to continue subtracting mixed numbers, where we subtract the wholes and then we subtract the fractions. I am going to warn you that today we have some tricky problems that we have to do a little bit extra work doing, but I'm going to do the first two with you, and then you'll just have one more to try yourself and then a word problem. So stick with me for the next few minutes and we will do these two together. All right, our first problem is 3 1/8 minus 2 6/8. 3 1/8. Hold on, let my camera wake up again. 3 1/8 minus 2 6/8. Okay, all right, first we subtract the wholes. 3 minus 2 is 1. Then we subtract the fractions. Okay, this is where it's getting tricky. This is why these are tricky problems today. Look at these fractions. I have 1/8 minus 6/8. Okay, so when we subtract fractions, we subtract the numerators, 1 minus 6. Hopefully you're thinking in your head right now, I can't do 1 minus 6. And if you are thinking that, then you are right. If we have one cookie, we cannot give away 6 of them. That's impossible. So we need to change these mixed numbers into something else to make them easier to subtract. And hopefully you're thinking right now, well, I know how to change mixed numbers to improper fractions. And that is what we are going to do. So to change these mixed numbers into improper fractions, hopefully you remember from last week, we're going to have our arrow going from the denominator to the whole number. And then we're going to have our top arrow going from the whole number to the numerator. So let me do that on both of my fractions. Then, hopefully you also remember that we multiply on the bottom. We multiply on the bottom and we add on the top. So I put my two multiplication signs at the bottom arrow, and then my adding signs, this one kind of looks funky, let me fix it. My adding signs up at the top. And we're going to change both of these mixed numbers into improper fractions. All right, let's do the first one. 8 times 3. Well, 8 times 3 is 24. I like to put my numbers right here to help me remember what I need to add now. And then 24 plus our 1. 24 plus 1 is 25. I'm going to put my new numerator right under my old fraction so I know which one it equals. So 25 is my new numerator and my denominator stays the same, and that is an 8. So when I changed 3 1/8 into an improper fraction, I got 25/8. Okay, now we need to change the second fraction also to an improper fraction. The second mixed number into an improper fraction. And again, we're going to multiply on the bottom and add on the top. All right, 8 times 2 is 16. Let me put my 16 up here at the top. 16 plus 6 is 22. So again, right under it, I'm going to put 22 as my new numerator, and I'm going to keep the denominator the same, which again is an 8. And we just made a new subtraction problem by making our mixed numbers into improper fractions. So let's look, does this make it easier to subtract? Well, let's see. Can we subtract these and do 25 minus 22? Yeah, we can do that. If I have 25 cookies, I can give away 22. Now I can subtract these, which is why I had to switch them from mixed numbers when we couldn't do it. The 1 minus 6, we couldn't do that into our improper fractions, and now we can. We can do 25 minus 22. All right, I'm not going to do the 25 minus 22 in my head. That's too big of a problem. So I'm going to do it over here on the side so I can line them up. 25 minus 22. And again, all I'm doing right now is I'm trying to solve this subtraction problem down at the bottom. So I'm subtracting our numerators. 25 minus 22. Okay. 5 minus 2 is 3. 2 minus 2 is nothing. So that means 25 minus 22 is 3 as my new numerator. And I'm going to, let me erase this so it's not in our way anymore. And I'm going to keep my denominator the same. So my new answer is 3/8. So again, I had to change these mixed numbers. I like to call these kinds of problems red flag problems because we see, oh, I can't subtract the fractions. I can't do 1 minus 6. So I have to change them so then I can subtract. I can do this now. I like to call these, oh, it's a red flag, which means we have to do a little bit of extra work and change them into improper fractions. All right, our answer was 3/8. Let me go back and put that in. 3/8. 3/8. All right, let me do the next one with you as well. So we have 5 2/5 minus 3 4/5. All right, I can already see, I think this one is a red flag. Maybe you can see that as well if you look at the fractions. Okay, 5 2/5 minus 3 4/5. Let's look at our whole numbers first. I can do 5 minus 3. I know that's 2, but let's look at our fractions. Is this one a red flag? Well, if we subtract 2/5 minus 4/5, let's look at our numerators. Can we do 2 minus 4? If you have 2 cookies, can you give away 4? Nope. This is also another red flag problem. One that we can't do it like this. We have to change it into improper fractions. All right, let me make my arrows. So I'm ready to make improper fractions. I multiply at the bottom. And I add at the top. I'm going to stop right here in the middle and I'm going to ask you our question for the day. So I hope you have been listening so far. Today in the private comments, I want you to tell me if you could only eat one kind of dessert for the rest of your life, what would you pick? Okay. All right, let's change these up into improper fractions. 5 times 5 is 25. Let me write that up here in the corner. 25 plus 2 is 27. So again, right under my other fraction, I'm going to write my new numerator as 27. My denominator stays the same as 5. So I changed 5 2/5 into 27/5. Let me change my next one. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. 19 is going to be my new numerator, and my denominator is going to stay the same, which again is a 5. All right, let's see if we can do the subtraction problem now that we changed it into a mixed number. All right, I would subtract the numerators, which means I would subtract 27 minus 19. Let me think. If I have 27 cookies, can I give away 19? Yes, this works now. We can subtract it. All right, so now I need to subtract these two improper fractions. Subtract the numerators, keep the denominators the same. So 27 minus 19. This is another one I think I need to line up over here in the corner so I can get it correct. 27 for my first fraction minus 19 for my second fraction. Okay. 7 minus 9. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. Let me borrow 10 from the 2, which makes it a 1. Now I'm going to give my 7 10, which is going to change it into 17. All right, now I can do it. Now I have more on top. No need to stop. 17 minus 9 is 8. 1 minus 1 is nothing. So our answer for the numerator when we did 27 minus 19 is going to be 8. Let me erase this so we have some more room. 27 minus 19, we just figured out, is 8. Keep my denominators the same. Okay, so I got the answer 8/5. That is a pretty good answer. It's an improper fraction, and if you put it on the air test or on me and Mrs. Blum's test, we would still probably mark it correct, but I think I can make it a better answer. And hopefully right now you're thinking you could make it a better answer by making it into a mixed number, and you are right. So I can change this one back into a mixed number by making 8 dots and circling groups of 5. So let me do that down here at the bottom. I'm going to make 8 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for my numerator. And I'm going to circle groups of 5 because I know 5 make one whole. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me circle these. I only have 3 left, so I can't make another whole. So I made one whole, and I have 3 poor guys all by themselves. They didn't get to be in a hole. And I make the 3 that are left over my numerator, and my denominator stays the same, which is a 5. So technically, both of these answers are correct. I would say this 1 3/5 is a better answer because it's a mixed number, not an improper fraction. Okay? All right, so I'm going to put my better answer. I'm going to put that 1 3/5 in there. 1 3/5. All right, you have 1 to try by yourself. So I want you to get out a piece of paper. You're definitely going to have to do this on a piece of paper, not in your head. And I want you to solve this. It is a red flag. I'll warn you now, it is a red flag. Solve this problem, and then you have 1 word problem as well to complete. Okay? All right, thank you for watching.